Have you ever wondered what it would be like to grow up tens of thousands of years ago? Not in the way you see in cartoons, with friendly dinosaurs and funny cavemen, but in the real, raw, and often brutal world of our prehistoric ancestors. Forget everything you think you know. Today, we are going to step into the tiny footprints of a child born into a world without mercy. A world where survival was the only lesson that mattered. Imagine opening your eyes for the first time, not in a warm, sterile hospital, but in a smoky cave, a temporary shelter made of hides, or even just beneath the open, star-filled sky. Your first sensation isn't a soft blanket, but the rough texture of animal fur and the cool, damp earth against your skin. The first sounds aren't lullabies, but the crackling of a fire, the distant howl of a wolf, and the low murmurs of your family, your clan. This is your world. From the moment you can crawl, your education begins. The world is your classroom, and every lesson is life or death. You don't learn your ABC, you learn to identify tracks in the mud, which ones belong to a harmless deer, and which to a saber-toothed cat. You don't learn to count with blocks. You learn to count the number of ripe berries on a bush, while also learning which ones are sweet and which are poison. A single mistake could be your last. Your toys aren't plastic or wood. They're smooth river stones, discarded animal bones, and sticks that you pretend are spears. Your games are practice for the real thing. You and the other children might play a game of chase, but it's not just for fun. It's building the speed and agility you'll need to escape a predator or chase down prey. You'd learn to throw rocks with surprising accuracy, not at a target, but at small lizards or birds. Every game is a rehearsal for survival. Your family isn't just mom and dad. It's the entire clan, a tight-knit group of maybe 20 or 30 individuals. Everyone has a role. The men are often away on long, dangerous hunts, tracking massive beasts like mammoths and woolly rhinos. The women are the heart of the clan. They gather plants, nuts, and roots, process the hides, tend to fire, and most importantly, raise the children. As a child, you'd be strapped to your mother's back as she foraged, learning by watching. You'd see her test a plant with a small taste, her encyclopedic knowledge of the local flora, passed down through generations. You'd learn the rhythm of the seasons not from a calendar, but from the changing landscape. The arrival of migratory birds meant a new food source. The first snow meant it was time to retreat to the winter cave. Fear is a constant companion, but it's a healthy, necessary fear. It's the fear that keeps you close to the fire at night, the fear that makes your heart pound when you hear a twig snap in the forest. You learn to listen with your entire body, to distinguish the sound of the wind from the stealthy tread of a cave lion. The stories told around the fire aren't fairy tales. They are cautionary tales, accounts of hunts gone wrong, of encounters with dangerous beasts, and lessons learned the hard way. But it wasn't all hardship and fear. Imagine the sheer wonder of it all. Seeing a herd of mammoths thunder across the plain, their massive tusks gleaming in the sun, witnessing the aurora borealis paint the night sky with impossible colors, with no city lights to dim the spectacle. The bond with your clan would be deeper than anything most of us experience today. Your life literally depends on them, and theirs on you. There would be laughter, moments of tenderness, and a profound sense of belonging. The first time you contribute something meaningful to the clan would be a rite of passage. Maybe you spot a patch of edible mushrooms your mother missed, or you successfully catch a fish with a small, makeshift spear. The pride you'd feel, the approval in the eyes of the elder stats, how you earn your place. It's not about getting good grades. It's about proving you can pull your own weight. As you grow older, the lessons become more advanced. Boys would join the men on the fringes of the hunt, learning how to read the wind, how to craft stone tools, and how to work as a team to bring down an animal many times their size. The courage it would take to stand your ground with nothing but a sharpened stick between you and a charging bison is almost unimaginable. Girls would master the complex skills of the hearth. They'd learn which clays were best for pottery, how to sew hides using a bone needle and sinew thread, and the medicinal properties of various plants. This wasn't women's work in a demeaning sense. It was the science and technology of the time, essential for the clan's survival and comfort. Loss was also an ever-present part of life. Life expectancy was brutally short. You would likely see siblings, friends, and elders succumb to illness, injury, or predators. There were no doctors, no antibiotics. A simple broken bone or an infected wound could be a death sentence. Grieving was a communal process, a reminder of the fragility of life and the importance of sticking together. Yet, life had to go on. The clan had to move, the hunt had to continue, and the fire had to be kept alive. So, when we look at the cave paintings left behind by our ancestors, the handprints of children on the stone walls, we're not just looking at ancient art. We are looking at a message across time. We are seeing the mark of a child who lived in a world of incredible danger and breathtaking beauty. A child who learned to be strong, resilient, and resourceful from their very first breath. They were the ultimate survivors. The tiny, tough ancestors whose perseverance is the reason we are all here today. Their childhood was a trial by fire, a world away from our own. Yet their laughter and their fears were just as real. It's a humbling reminder of where we come from and the incredible journey of humanity. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey back in time. If you found this glimpse into the prehistoric world as fascinating as I do, please hit that like button and subscribe for more adventures into our shared past. Let me know in the comments what aspect of prehistoric life you find most incredible. Until next time, stay curious.